Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome to Why LifeVantage, Why Now? My name's Courtney Watkins and I'm joining you from Utah. I'm actually about 10 to 15 minutes away from our LifeVantage beautiful home office. So I have the opportunity to pop over there pretty easily. And today I'm co-hosting with my friend Dr. Ashley Locklin, and she's had the opportunity to come out to the home office and really get a tour and see behind the scenes of who's running this company and the scientist and the CEO. And so we're excited to introduce you to LifeVantage and the timing and probably why you might not have ever heard of LifeVantage before. Like us, we've been top industry leaders. Dr. Ashley Laughlin's reached top ranks in Beachbody. I mean, in the top 10 of the company, and had a passion for helping people look and feel their best. And now we've discovered, Ash, that you were really doing that the hardest way possible, with one of the hardest compensation plans now I've discovered. And then also really just putting in the sweat and like what's the word for it? So not starving yourself, but really rationing and tracking and all those things with your diet. Oh my gosh, and I was in a skincare company. And so beauty has been my passion. I'm not kidding when I say I started cutting my friend's hair at 3 years old. Brittany Porter's mom was like, tell Courtney to not cut Brittany's hair. But I've always had a passion. I got a curling iron set when I was in kindergarten. And so I love to help people feel pretty. I've just always loved that. And about 8 years ago now, I was diagnosed with a really aggressive form of breast cancer. And if any of you guys have had a health condition happen to you that rocks your world, that it's that was stuff that was supposed to happen to other people, you know that you just don't take your health for granted. And so that was where my passion was ignited in what's really out there to help keep my body healthy. And also what can fuel me. Now I'm 42 years old. I started entering that hormone stuff that again was supposed to happen to other people. And I discovered these products in activation, and with Ashley, I just love so much. We connected, I don't know, around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. And she was attracted with the GLP-1, and Ashley swore off ever doing network marketing ever again. When we announced Ashley joined LifeVantage, I'm not kidding, I had texts coming in. How did you guys get Dr. Ashley Locklin? You should hear what she says about network marketing. And Ashley, if you want to just tell us a little bit about what you have found with LifeVantage and really what made it stand apart that you were like, you know what, I'm going to get back in this game again.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that introduction. So, in my previous network marketing company, um, it really my income was dependent on the people below me, my downline, and so I was constantly trying to motivate them and drag them along. And if I wanted to hit a certain goal, I needed 500 of them to also be hitting goals. It was very, very difficult. Um, and every Wednesday night, our ranks would change. So every day, every single Wednesday, I'd be stressed to the max, checking 500 people below me to make sure everybody was where they needed to be. There was no notifications like so and so is going to go inactive. So it was just draining the life out of me. So I got to the very top of the company. I went on the top 10 trip and I came home and I said, I'm done. I'm done with this. I can no longer do this. And I pivoted and I started to create my own courses and mentorship and teach people how to use social media to make money online. I did that for 5 years, said I would never go back to network marketing. And then around Thanksgiving, I saw a friend I knew from Beachbody posting about this GLP-1 activator. And I had recently turned 40, gained about 20 pounds while actively trying to lose weight. I was somehow gaining weight and nothing was working. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. So I reached out to her. I was like, I'm going to buy this. She said, well, how about you take a look at the business? And I was like, no, absolutely not. So she had me get on a phone call with Courtney, and Courtney was like, you can totally just share this as an affiliate. You could just share the products. And I'm business savvy. I'm always looking to monetize everything in my life. So I'm like, okay, I know for a fact that people in my audience will want this, but let me test it out over the holidays because Most people would be like, "Oh, Christmas is coming, I'll wait." I was like, "No, this is a great time to test it. And if it works, then I know I'll share this with my audience." So I started on December 16th, and literally day one, I started to feel a difference. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And so over the holidays, I was going to parties and I was able to not be binging and eating off of everybody's plates like I normally do. I like cannot control myself around food. And so then I was like, okay, I need to tell the world about this. So I just started sharing every day, like a diary entry on social media. Like, okay, today's day 3 for me. Here's how I feel. Last night I didn't eat 6 tacos. I only had 2 and I was full. Like, what is going on? And things just took off. And I have never seen such a demand. So to put it into perspective, I was consistently one of the top sellers at Beachbody. And I would sell maybe like 40 packages a month. 40. And it was hard to sell because people had to make sacrifices. They had to like follow a meal plan and push play and do workouts and change their lifestyle. And it was very difficult to sell that. So I would sell 40 and that would put me as a top seller. And then LifeVantage, I am selling 40 like every 2 days. Like, it's just like, I've never seen the demand like this. Like, people want this because it works and they don't have to completely give up everything that they ever wanted. And that's how I approach it is like, I'm not on a diet. I'm not telling myself, no, I can't have pizza. To put it into perspective, like we had the holidays, and then 3 of my kids had birthdays in January and February. So I've had nothing but pizza and cake, like literally for the past 2 months. And I didn't go to any of these parties and say, like, oh, I can't have that. I'm on a diet. But this just changed me. It changed my brain chemistry in such a way where I'm like, I'll have a piece of pizza and then I'll be done. Like, I don't have to force myself. After one piece, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Never in my life have I been like that. So, me just sharing that, people want that. They want to be able to control themselves without having to use willpower and discipline and make it difficult. And so the products are just selling themselves, to be honest with you. So, anyway, LifeVantage is so different because, yes, there's the affiliate model, which Courtney's going to show you in a moment, where you can just sell. And if you want to get to the top rank, and this is what really sold me on LifeVantage, was the top rank, you only need you plus 2 other people. Whereas with Beachbody, I needed like 5,000 people all at high levels in order to get to make any money. And this is so different. It's such an easy comp plan. And if you are just willing to show up and share your results and what this is doing for you, then the products will sell and you will attract the right people.
I love that so much. You really are proof of just taking us and monetizing your glow up journey. And with Ashley, I know you didn't necessarily come in and go, I'm going to build a team and I'm going to do this the way I did Beachbody. But I love this picture of in Steve Fife's office, our CEO, with your new consultant, Tanner, that also had kind of taken a similar journey. And she's like, wait, if you're doing this, like this must be a good opportunity. I want to do it too. And you've naturally started that team building. So we'll dive into that a little bit more because with this GLP-1 natural activator, this is really, I feel like it's that hook, like in social media where they're like, you need your hook to like hook people in. Right now, it's the GLP-1 natural activator. And that might be why you're watching this right now, this mind body system. And what LifeVantage is doing is they're doing things so differently. And really, it does come from the forefront of our visionary leadership of our top leader, CEO Steve Fife, and CSO Kristen Cunningham, and all of our leadership team. Being in network marketing for over 10 years, now I know what to look for in a company. And Ashley, I'm sure you feel the same way. When I joined my first company, my friend just gave me a sample, got introduced, and I didn't know how much looking into the company mattered. I didn't know that things mattered of being publicly traded. Like, I want to know where the finances are of our company. Are they going to be closing the door tomorrow? Are they going to be going affiliate only? Like, what's going to happen? In this weird world of network marketing right now, there's been such a shift. And so with LifeVantage, these 2 slides I just love because number one, where did LifeVantage come from? Why have I never heard of it? Well, a big part of it is if you are like an 80s, 90s child, you might have seen this show with John Quinones. Do you remember when he used to go debunk companies and like go in and do the investigation report? I'm sure as soon as you hear like the introduction song, you're like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Um, with John Quinones, you guys, he literally went into debunk protanum nrf2, which is the history of where we come from. It has studies from Harvard, Stanford, American Heart Association in reducing oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days. Now, you might be like I was when I got introduced to LifeVantage. I'm like, what is oxidative stress? Like, we know anything with stress on it is not good for you. I never want any stress. Um, but oxidative stress essentially is the rust on our cells, and it's what happens to our body basically as we get older. If you think of like a water faucet, when it's just full running, it's brand new. And if you don't have a soft water, your hard water starts like clogging that up. Basically, that's our cells. It slowly starts turning off, and that's aging. And I had heard of aging basically being a disease as selling skincare. We're like, oh, you can biohack. But this is really the pioneers of biohacking, and it's recently been featured in Newsweek magazine as being the pioneers of activation. And so when wellness is so viral right now, like I'm sure if you go on TikTok or Instagram, someone is promoting some vitamin that they're selling or some collagen drink that they're selling. The virality of wellness is huge. And what we've done is we've taken a company with patents, with studies, with peer reviews on PubMed that has this long-standing product, a product that I'll never stop taking. Dr. Ashley Locklin, I know you feel the same way. Taking Protan, we're like, how are we so hooked on one little pill? It is such a game changer. And now if you follow the trends with obesity, with GLP-1s, this I can't, I mean, I knew that there was a lot of semaglutides and all of those going around, but you guys look at the number one top spending drugs in 2023. Can you even believe this? The GLP-1 market is expected to be between 138 billion to 200 billion by 2031. Okay, so Ashley, what have we been saying about the timing in LifeVantage?
Yeah, this is like timing is everything. You always want to be the first to jump on things. And this, I mean, this is the time.
Like once in a lifetime timing when you see where it's projected to go. And we're going to show you a little bit more about the GLP-1. But first, this is what Ashley, you've been like really calling the all in, the all
hmm
in. And so if you want to just tell us a little bit about what you've been loving and like, I know your daily routine involves these, like what makes this so different? I'm sure you were taking a collagen before. I've been buying that blue tub and like never seen a difference.
Yeah. Um, Also, by the way, I'm in my car because I think the recording started after Courtney mentioned this. I'm at the park with my kids. My dad is watching my children right now. I have four young children, but it's just proof that you can do this wherever you are. But anyway, yeah. So Protandem, life changer. So I actually started taking Protandem before anything else because when I ordered, my stuff was on back order. It was when the GLP-1 had just launched and then they ran out of it. So I took Protandem day one. I was like, whoa, like I feel different. Like things are clear now. And I was thinking today, like, wow, for the past few years, my youngest is two. I didn't realize how horrible I felt and how everything was just like I was looking at life through a dirty windshield. And on day one of taking Protandim, I was like, wow, I feel like somebody wiped my windshield clean. Like things are clear again. I feel clear headed and I just had more energy. I didn't have my multiple cups of coffee on day one. So I always tell my customers if you can take Protandim, if you get the all in package, take Protandim before you start anything else because you will see a difference on day one. When you just take everything all at once, then you kind of don't know what things are doing.
Mhm.
The liquid collagen, oh my gosh, my customers right now, we're all talking about how we wish that it was a bigger bottle because it tastes so good. To us, it tastes like tart cherry. I know it's a cranberry apple flavor, but I taste tart cherry. And my husband has had multiple surgeries. You're going to see his picture in a moment, but his joints, he's had multiple knee surgeries, elbow, shoulder, all the things. And he's like, I feel so good because of the liquid collagen. And then also, hello, Glow Up. I'm using the whole skincare line. You can see my face there. And so I've lost a lot of inches. My body is totally changing. I didn't do any exercise for the first 2 months on the GLP-1 system. So I always tell people that I'm in my lazy girl era. I did recently start working out, but I lost all my weight without exercising and just using the products. And then obviously my glow up from the skincare line and the collagen. So I always tell people, do you need all of these things? No. If you are on a budget, you can just get the GLP-1. You can just get the mind body system. But if you want the whole package, the whole glow up, then get what I have.
I love it. And here's her
But I
husband.
didn't
Well,
answer your question. Did I answer your question? I
you
don't remember.
totally did.
Okay.
And this is with Sean. I love that you call him a show off, where that is such a great comparison when you think of a 25-pound weight. Like if you were carrying that around all day, or how many times you can lift 25 pounds. Oh my gosh, like it's actually a lot. And the fact that he was carrying that weight around, now being activated, now with collagen, this is the first and only liquid collagen in the world that activates your own collagen. It also helps to maintain the collagen that you have because our body naturally thinks that it needs to start breaking down collagen to reuse those resources in other places. It's just a transition that our body, I think it's just kind of old programming. And now our body's going, no, we can still use that and hold on to that, maintain it, protect it, and still have the resources and the energy to use other places. And so with collagen, what I learned, I didn't realize because I also had people going, why am I in such a good mood? And this was before GLP-1. I know you have people with the mind body going like, I'm so nice. Just using collagen and pro tandem, my friends were going, Courtney, I feel like I'm such a nicer mom. Like, I'm so happy. I'm like, and that's also one stress of the brain, but collagen in your brain, when you think about your organs being made of skin, right? Like every organ is made of skin. And so we automatically think with collagen, hair, skin, and nails. And with my hair, that was the number one transition. Like I said, I was cutting people's hair at 3 years old. Hair has always been my thing. And this was my joke from the universe that kind of helped me to move my path to LifeVantage. You know, when you are like meant to change life paths and either you can listen to the nudges or the universe like forces you over there. That's basically what happened to me. My hair was breaking off. It was falling out. It was so like, I just, it's not that I'm against short hair, but I don't like my hair like this and it's all broken off and weird. And I spent hundreds of dollars, like thousands of dollars, getting full head hair extensions in, wefts in. And I loved how it was looking. My friends were like, Courtney, no. Like their hairstyles, they're like, no, this is not our vibe. You need to get those out. We can see the weft through your hair. And that was when I found this collagen. And you guys, now when I get my hair done, they're like, this is the best your hair's ever been. No hair extensions at all, my own natural hair. But when I started on the GLP-1 activator, Ash, I was delusional in like thinking that I was like looking pretty good. If you see the fronts, like not that bad, you know, I had no idea the cute little rolls in the back were there. I've been hiking all summer, like seeing friends on the Timp Cave Trail in a sports bra. I had no idea this is what everyone's looking at behind me. I laughed so, and when I took the pictures, I didn't notice them either, which is so funny. Until I put this side by side, I was like, oh my gosh, that's what my back has looked like. My kids were like, yeah, we all knew. Um, but I really thought, honestly, as being a small person, and I haven't lost weight in years. I'm one, I just like to work out. It makes me feel good. It's part of my mental health. But I haven't lost weight and I wasn't willing to like track macros or do anything like too, crazy. And when I started this GLP-1, the first thing I noticed was energy through the roof. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have a new battery. And it wasn't like you're hyped up on like an energy drink. It was like motivation. It was weird. I was like cleaning out closets and doing stuff. And I will tell you, the older we get, and as many places as our brain is going, that is energy. And having the food noise on top of that, food noise is real. Ashley, you probably can speak more on food noise, but I didn't realize how much I was thinking about food or like how much I've eaten or like different things like that. And now where you can bring that brain power and put it somewhere else, right, Ashley?
Yes. Sorry, I had to open the door to get some air in here.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
It does get hot when you're in your car.
Yeah, I mean, I'm somebody who would be eating breakfast thinking about lunch, eating lunch thinking about dinner, eating dinner thinking about my dessert and what I'm going to eat tomorrow. It's like all day my day was consumed by just thinking about food. And now like that it's just magic. It's gone. I'm like this is just crazy.
I love, we actually asked the scientist, Lisa Barnes, um, the VP of R&D, you guys, we were like, what is this sorcery? Like, why am I craving a salad now? Like, it's not just that you're like, oh, I want to eat healthy. I should eat this. Like, did you guys ever buy like the spinach or cottage cheese at Costco and then you like throw the full container away? Like you had good intentions when you were at the grocery store, but then those intentions don't translate once you get home. Like now we're craving that. And that's what Ashley was messaging us at the beginning was like, why am I eating cabbage? Like, and the wiring, Ashley, if you want to tell what Lisa said about just those pings, it's so important.
Yes. And this is something also I've just been sharing. Every day I share, like lately I'm on a cottage cheese kick. Never in my life have I liked cottage cheese until about last week. And now I'm eating it 3 times a day. I'm like, I cannot get enough cottage cheese in my life. And I'm sharing this all over the internet. And people are like, okay, well, I want to like cottage cheese and salad. I'm going to buy this from you. So when I say like this is easy to sell, this is what I mean. I'm just sharing my journey. But I asked her, like, why do I want healthy foods? Because before this, I would only want sugar. I did not ever want to eat a vegetable or cottage cheese, like gag. And she said, this gets your body back into balance so that food, your body is now seeking fuel and you are finding joy in your life. So prior to this, when you are addicted to sugar, your body, your brain is seeking rewards, and that reward is coming from sugar and fried food and pizza and bad foods, etc. But that's because your body was out of balance. This gets your body back into balance. I always tell people it's like a tune up. Imagine you are driving and you get a hole in your tire. You can keep driving like that and just keep putting air in it every few days, or you can go get it patched and fixed. And this is what the GLP-1 does, is it fixes your body. It gets it back into tune so that now your body is finding joy in life and it's craving fuel instead of sugar and junk.
Oh my gosh, I love that analogy because I'm just picturing when I've gotten like a screw in my tire. And it does. It's like the warning on your car is letting you know it's going down another percentage. And that's how we were feeling before, but you're trying to like satiate that with like I need a little boost in like a peanut butter M&M versus like something that's actual protein that makes you feel better. And that's what's happening to your body. It is so cool. And like my fridge is so much prettier now with healthier foods in there too, which I love. Um, but this affiliate model, we really want to go into like, I love just the Jerry Maguire analogy. It just keeps popping in my head of like, show me the money. So now we've shown you what these products do, the differentiator, who's running the company. We've shown you like the virality of GLP-1, right? I'm sure it's all over your feed. But not only that, the wellness. And so if you are someone that's looking like, okay, I can tell I'm going to love these products, like what's going to happen if I tell someone about it? And so this is where the affiliate model is built in. And Dr. Ashley, when she came in, she was like, I'm not interested in building a team. And so we were like, oh no, like you don't have to build a team. Like the more you personally sell, the more you make. And so we have these recognition titles attached to that for like influencers and affiliates that really just are good at turning over product. And we just had this happen on our team 2 nights ago that an influencer in Japan talked about Protanum NRF2 and sold 20,000 overnight. And so it's like, what is the percentage going to look like without a team, without all of this structure? And they're going to get paid really, really well on that as a, now like a quadruple diamond seller. And so there's a place that you can get in wherever you fit in. So I just want to make it clear, first of all, the biggest questions that I get are how much do I have to buy every month? There's zero purchase requirement. So check that off of your list. How much are my monthly fees? Like I was paying a website fee and all those things in my other company. There's no website fee. And literally, there is the smartest app on your phone. I run my whole business mainly from my phone. You can send a shopping cart. You can see orders. You get notifications. You can see like all of the things, trainings, there's shareables. It's all there on your app. It's so beautiful. And that's just included in your business. And then the other thing is, how much do I have to sell? Like, am I going to get kicked out? And we've all had life happen. Last month, I was in South Africa and I went to a baseball tournament in Arizona. And like, I just didn't do as much sharing and selling and all those things as I typically do in that fashion. And guess what? My business is still there. And it actually continued to grow because of this business model. So if you start incorporating the team building into your business, the level commissions are already in. So this is where Ashley was talking about when she found out she could build to the top of the company, basically with her and two other friends. Ashley being a source of the volume and then two other friends, that was a game changer. And Ashley, if you want to speak a little bit on to that, a lot of times with your business, one, customers go, my friend next door is asking me about that, or I can't help but tell someone at the gym, or now my mom or my sister, my best friend wants to get on this. Ashley's having incredible rates of customers transitioning over to consultants. So that is an option. And then, Ashley, if you also want to speak on being in the industry, we know the habits that a lot of times it's not who you know that is going to be this incredible rock star and like runner and builder. Sometimes it's like who you know, who they know, who they know. And the way that this commission model, because I really believe this compensation plans evolve. That's the name of it. And it is evolving with the industry and the times of affiliates and having that monetization and leveraging your social media in what that looks like.
Yes. I also want to say this call specifically is for influencers and people in business. And so if you have any social selling experience, this will be so easy for you. So on the previous slide, Courtney showed the 4 levels. And so you always, as an affiliate, you want to get to diamond as soon as possible, because then you're going to get the most amount of money from every single sale. And so for me, at the beginning of every month, I'm like, okay, I want to get to diamond like the second or third of the month, so that the entire month I am making the most from every single sale thereafter. And so if you're an influencer, you have any sort of social selling experience, you have business experience. I have both because I was in network marketing. I did my own courses and mentorship, and I've done influencing and brand deals. And so if you have that experience, it will be easy for you. And that's a target, is to hit that 4,000 in volume as soon as possible. Totally doable for you. And yeah, so when I started, I was like, I don't want to talk about the business. I'm just going to talk about the products, because I'm going to take people along my journey. And that's how I was able to sell so much so quickly. And then I noticed that a lot of my customers were just upgrading. They were literally logging in and becoming consultants on their own. They wanted to then share the product. So yesterday, I was actually talking to a customer, and she was in the process of upgrading, and I was walking her through what to do, and she's like, I wish I would have just started as a consultant from the beginning. And I was like, I'm not doing a good enough job of broadcasting why you should just start as a consultant. And so now I'm like, okay, I'm going to be very diligent about every day telling people why this is such an incredible opportunity, because people are going to ask you how you're getting so hot, how you're getting so happy. I have customers who are literally, people are asking them if they're on Zoloft. Did you start taking antidepressants? Like, what is different about you? I'm not kidding. And so now they're like, well, now I want to give them my link. And so I did not start this with the intention of building a team, but people just fell in love with LifeVantage and the products like I did. And so now I have this amazing team, and they're signing on people who are influencers and have big accounts, and people who are just small. They don't have any social selling experience at all, but they just want to give it to their mom. They just want to give their mom the link. So it is just the most incredible opportunity, and how it evolves. And like Courtney said, that it is a modern compensation plan compared to what most of the network marketing companies have, and affiliate marketing. This is so much better.
Absolutely. And with you having these transitions and like that support, that team building, really like once you're a network marketer, you're kind of always a network marketer. So as much as you tried to get out of that and like you did so amazing at building your business, I've always had a passion heavy on the business. Being in the skincare company, I just I have so much joy in helping people monetize their phones. Like we're all on our phones, and anytime I go to a sporting event or waiting in line at Target, like the person in front of you is pulling out their phone and getting on Instagram, right? Like at some point of your day, you're on social media. And I just look at people and go, it's so easy to add a link to your social media. It really makes so much sense to share something that you're using and you're loving and have a link and leverage your social media, not just take advantage of scrolling. And so, with this compensation plan in particular, I've never seen this in a compensation plan where you literally get a match on what your leaders are doing, because by you being a leader of leaders, you're helping other people leverage their social media, their glow up journey, whatever you want to call it. But the higher that you go in this company, the more that you're rewarded by building leaders. If you look into this percentage now, I'm personally in between consultant 2 and consultant 3. We should hit consultant 3 this month, or EC3. And now on my generation 1, 20% match on my leaders. Like, that is outrageous. That is something that someone else is doing. But by me supporting them in their business goals, then I'm also rewarded, because as you start becoming a leader, your time is also used a little differently. But this leadership pool is pretty phenomenal. And Ashley's right on the cusp of EC1. Like, I can't wait to just recognize and blow that up. In like 2 months, this is like a company record and it's insane. But by her doing that, you guys, she's literally going to get a share of the entire global revenue of what LifeVantage has been building for 15 years. A global revenue that we are in pre-launch today for the Mind Body GLP-1. It will be fully available in Japan this Saturday on the 15th, and pre-launch in Europe, in Canada, in Australia, in Mexico, and fully launched by April. Now you will get a share of that entire global revenue. And what that creates is such a synergistic and abundant culture, because by you giving in and pouring in, like Ashley is right now, being a part of this call for the company to share, and by other people being successful, it doesn't create a culture of like, I want my team to be the best and no one else's. It's like, let's all win. And this is where it's one team LifeVantage. We all have our own teams, but we're really one in really helping other people be successful in sharing these products as well. And so we want to invite you to come monetize your glow up with us, whatever that might look like. If you're like, this is my era of being hot AF. This is my era, my lazy girl era. Like with Ashley and I, we're like, listen, we're not into this hustle culture, boss babe culture, counting macros, like all of those hard things. We're into like literally leaning into what our body's made to do. And that is the hashtag of LifeVantage. This is who we are in Activation Company, is we're literally providing a tool and a product that no one else is able to do this, where you take a product like this beautiful blue bottle, you take this product to help your body make it on its own. Like, how we haven't said that until now, Ashley, I don't know. But it's the take it to make it model. So you're literally taking this product to help your body make its own antioxidants. You're taking collagen to make your own collagen. You're taking GLP-1 to make your own GLP-1. And now you're sharing these products and helping to monetize and make an income from your phone. And I know on the first payday, Ashley, you were like, how am I still getting paid again? Because we get paid daily, weekly, and monthly bonuses. When the monthly commission came in, Ashley was like, I've already made so much. How am I getting paid again? And that is the beauty of this business model. So if you're feeling like, I would love a daily, weekly, monthly bonus, if it's gas money, if it's you are ready to upgrade your house and do some remodels or move or go on vacation with LifeVantage, truly the sky's the limit. And Ashley and I are both manifestors. And so we've had so much fun making our vision board and like showing people where we're going and what we're doing. And my home screen right now is Tiffany's. And Ashley now is one of the newest achievers of our Breakfast in Blue, which is like breakfast at Tiffany's. They rented out the entire Tiffany's jewelry store in Salt Lake City. We get to go in and like have mimosas and do $1,000 shopping spree in Tiffany's. But what this does is it elevates your mindset. to think bigger and to go more. And so being on the in front of this growth curve, we want to invite you to say yes to LifeVantage. Whoever invited you onto this call, circle back with them, and follow along on our journeys as we continue to glow up and get healthier and happier and fulfill this mission that we're here to do. So thank you so much for being a part of this call and taking time out to listen to us. And we're excited to welcome you to the LifeVantage family.